Good evening. How are you? It's a long day. It has been. I do appreciate you taking the time to listen to me. I am the Texas PTA President, and what I want to really reiterate with you and all of your committee members is that, again, we've worked very hard with you, Chairman Aycock, about strengthening this current law, and that's where we started from. Is this is a current law, and so when we looked at this, we looked at how we could strengthen this law, and so I want to bring up a couple of key points. And in partnership with school leaders, parents have an impact on the culture of a school and on the programs and services that are provided to students. A healthy partnership between parents and school leaders enriches the experiences for students and teachers. Unfortunately, not every school parent partnership is healthy. Not every school embraces true parental engagement, and in fairness, some schools have low parental engagement that makes establishing a working relationship difficult. If the school is struggling academically, it is difficult to navigate these waters successfully when a partnership does not exist between parents and school leaders. Current law should be strengthened, and this bill allows for the parent trigger only after 3 years of unsatisfactory performance. After the Commissioner's Campus Intervention Team has assisted with a needs assessment, development of a targeted improvement plan, support for reallocation of resources, technical assistance, changes to school procedures or operations, staff development, waivers for school statutes, and incentives to attract and retain strong teachers. And after the Commissioner has authorized reconstitution of the campus. After all these interventions, if the school continues to receive unacceptable ratings, parents should be able to seek an alternative action if they can meet the very high threshold of 51% of the parents in the school. Texas PTA worked very hard this session to strengthen the parent trigger portion of statute to address concerns that parents would be taken advantage of or coerced in supporting alternative management by entities with a profit motive. The bill prohibits coercion or incentivizing a parent to sign a petition. It prohibits a charter school operator from funding a petition drive. It requires quarterly updates to parents regardless of the intervention chosen. It requires the Commissioner to consider charter schools that do not use the services of a management company prior to consider one that does. It clarifies that the Commissioner is not required to approve a contract with a charter school if it does not meet standards of quality. And there's several others listed here as well. Texas PTA has pursued additional safeguards to ensure the intended intervention, including a requirement that the lead petitioner must do the following. They must be a parent with a child enrolled at the campus for the previous year, reside in the ISD, be a registered voter, and may not be an employee of the district or a board of trustee member in the last 12 months. When true parental empowerment is absent, parent trigger is an intervention that should be available, but one that will not be entered into lightly. Data indicates that this drastic reform option is infrequently used, and we do not expect it to redefine school transformation. It is one of many tools.
Ms. Boggs, you followed this committee, I think, off and on through the course of the session. And again, I think everybody's on board with wanting parental involvement.
Correct.
Why does PTA believe that this route is better than, say, the community schools model that starts with the local community? What's the difference?
Well, and again, it's about when we looked at this committee, and we looked at many things, because in our organization we have to look at our legislative position resolutions about where's parents involved and where is their role in site-based decision making. This gives them, at a very worst scenario, the last option. I feel that parents should have that voice. If they truly don't have communication going, nothing happened, what's wrong with them allowing them to do 51% of those parents? It's a very hard hurdle to do. I really wonder, seriously, and as you saw in California, 6. Do I think this is something that we're going to enter into lightly? No. And our committee did not think so as well. But as a last resort, parents should have that option as a last resort. Things have to be horrible. Let's face it. You wouldn't have your students in those schools or your children. We would move somewhere else. That's not always a choice.
Just one real quick. I've gotten some emails from some PTA groups who oppose this bill. Are you speaking on behalf of PTA? Or?
Yes, I am. I am the president, the state president. And we base these on legislative positions and resolutions that were adopted at our convention by our delegates.
Okay.
This is not something that we enter into lightly. We do look back at what we've adopted in previously, national PTA as well, and we use theirs as well. And if you'd like to have copies of what I brought those in case you want to look them over, of why we did what we did. So you're more than welcome to look at that, and if you have any questions, feel free. But yes,
okay.
we really do have a delegate that votes. We don't do this on our own.
Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate your testimony, and I like it because we talk a lot about local control on this committee.
Correct.
This option is the essence. It's the end of the local control.
It is.
In fact, you could even argue by the parents saying you're fired, there needs to be someone else. That is the most control and the most local control. So I appreciate your testimony.
Thank you.
Members have other questions for the witness? Thank you.